uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Gotcha. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game, A-Side official. No negotiation needed, period. You already know WCS the first in the building, man. Shout out to the supporters. Those who show up when they see the notification. Today, we have some miscellaneous topics on Boxing Talk. So definitely tune in. You know what I'm saying? Get relaxed. Because it might be a little here and there, you know what I'm saying, freestyling, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of ad-libbing. But pretty much everything I put out here is facts. I don't think I never talked anything in my life that wasn't facts. Even though they say opinions they aren't factual, it's always good to say that they are sometimes, just so people can correct you and say, man, you didn't go through life talking facts all the time. Who are you? You're changing. Man, shut up. Can I have some fun? So you see on the screen, man, my thumbnail has Ryan Garcia. Teofimo Lopez sends out a tweet to Top Rank. And then you have Malik Scott, the trainer of Deontay Wilder. This is a bomb squad moment. He's set to face heavyweight contender Zhang. But what's obvious to the general public, especially boxing fans, is what's been being unveiled over the past several weeks. I would say it's even blossomed into months now. And it's been a wild interpretation on how people want to view what we've been witnessing over there at PBC. You know what I'm saying? And when Deontay Wilder showed up over there to do business with Eddie Hearns, man, it was so many people hitting me up and saying, hey, your boy. I say, my boy? Well, why would you say that? I was just a fan. I'm just a fan. That's all. I'm just a fan. That's it. He over there with Eddie Hearns. I say, man, at this point, Deontay Wilder can do what he want to do. But that wasn't even what I came back with them about. I said, I wonder what Al Puba have to say about this. You know what I'm saying? I hear everybody putting their 1 and 2 and 3 nickels into the, offering tray. I wonder what Al Puba had to say about Deontay Wilder going over there with Eddie Hearns. Because he was over in the sand when he fought Joseph Parker. He went over there for that fight, got a nice little check. Now he about to go in there with Zhang, who he said he kept his word that he would face Zhang down the line. And guess what? He's coming back for another tough fight, y'all. Another tough fight. Joseph Parker was active with like 3 fights when he stepped in there with freaking Wilder. That's coming off a knockout loss to Joe Joyce. And Wilder had been out and been inactive for quite some time. And he took the fight and looked bad. Earned his 3rd defeat. Now he's coming back in there with Zhang, who's a different opponent stylistically, much more flat-footed. You know what I'm saying? Come forward fighter. So they styles match up very nice. It's just all about what Deontay Wilder we gonna see. And you know the Bronze Bomber, one of the hardest hitting fighters in the sport. He has some very, I wouldn't say emotional words to say. I think he was speaking his truth. When you speak your truth like that, after having a career like he has, that means you came to an understanding. You truly understand where you at right now. You at one with yourself. There may be some peace, there may be chaos, but you understand where you at right now. And then you have to make the decision on, since she's a professional fighter, this fight right here is going to be a very in-depth influence on whether he continue to fight or if it's his last fight. He has made it perfectly clear. He's on his way out the door. He's been on record as saying he lost his hunger. He's on record as saying that he went through some trials. He went through some issues. He had a lot to deal with. He wasn't giving a pity speech. He was just putting it out there, for everybody to hear. Like, he always been a voice. Deontay's always been a voice, man. Always been on record as saying this was my Muhammad Ali. And as people criticize me, and I've lost so-called supporters over Deontay Wilder, right? You look at the state of affairs on how Deontay Wilder wasn't even in any type of situation like you see these heavyweight contenders are today. We have someone who's supposed to be the next up in line, and you already know what's hitting the blogs already. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder, we didn't have to worry about that. I can actually say that I was alive, living, and I was able to witness. I was able to be in his camp. You know what I'm saying? When he be inducted to the Hall of Fame, I'll definitely be putting them same pics that people done saw plastered all over the YTC. I was in camp with him. By then, whenever he get to the Hall of Fame, I'll be much older than I am now. You know what I'm saying? My memory might be a bit more distorted than it is. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more static and fuzz. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more deeper fog. But when that comes on, hey man, Deontay Wilder going to the Hall of Fame. All right, cool. And go on here and grab my hard drive and pull this picture. I'm gonna show y'all something that I was in the camp back then in the day. Look at that right there. That's me. Yeah. Back then, had that young whippersnapper. He was reigning heavyweight champion. I'm gonna go tell my stories. It's not gonna be on the YouTube, of course, but it's gonna be, to people that's in my age group. I just thought you would know that. So, long story short, it absolutely been a pleasure, seeing Deontay Wilder compete, a fighter who had minimal skill set, as they say. He had a right hand which continue to disrupt his opponent's conscious state. You know what I'm saying? And that's very dangerous when you was knocking dudes out like Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? I'm very honored to have been able to have Deontay Wilder, compete at the highest level, during my time following boxing. It's been great, man. You know what I'm saying? I've had some pretty good debates about Deontay Wilder. I've had people turn their back on me. You know what I'm saying? For the fighters I support heavy, especially Wilder, all the hate, all the displeasure. People seeing you at fights and say, oh, you're a Deontay Wilder. You're a Wilder fanboy. They don't say Deontay, you're a Wilder fanboy. You know what I'm saying? And, when I'm in person, I really don't respond to cats to say that. You know what I'm saying? It was this dude on Fight Hype. I'm not going to say his name, but he kept on telling me about Gervonta Davis. I say, listen to me. You got me confused. You really got me confused. I really know who he was. He kept on saying, something about me and Gervonta Davis as far as, I guess, in the interview or something. I said, you got me confused, brother. We all don't look alike. But anyway, let's get to this audio, all right? Let's get to this audio of the one and only former WBC heavyweight king, the bronze bomber himself, Deontay Wilder.
To the fight, Zhang, I respect Zhang. He's a good fighter. And
by the way, this is for instructional purposes only. Okay, instructional purposes only.
And I respect him for that, but it's my time, you know. I've been through a lot, you understand me? And I've had to regroup. I've had to get myself together. And things just don't change overnight. Things don't change for the next fight or so. You have to keep working. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep working. You have to keep pushing, keep working.
I like the motivating words like Deontay has matured over the years, you know what I'm saying? And that's the king of the hill right there. That's talking, you know, looking back on what he's accomplished in the sport of boxing, what he is right now, because he do find himself at the egress point. He's at the egress point right now in his career. He only has so many fights remaining. You know what I'm saying? So he's speaking in a way, not to give a farewell, but just letting people, hey, I'm at peace with myself right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm motivated for this last fight. I'm gonna give it my best. I don't know what you're gonna get, but I'm gonna give it my best.
And keep pushing until you get what you want. And I'm at this point in time where I'm narrowing it down. And come the night of the fight, we'll see if I got it or not. This fight, I'm holding it as my last stance, my last chance.
Hey, this fight is his last stance, his last chance. And you know, going in here, of course, I'm gonna be rooting for Deontay to go in there and introduce Zhang to the electric company. You know what I'm saying? You know that electric company, when you reach up with your right hand and things go haywire. I hope Deontay get this W in his fight with Zhang. You know what I'm saying? It's good to hear him talk about this so freely. And you know, seems like he's a bit more stress free. You know, he's had his moments with personal stuff making it out to the media, but overall, nothing like what we see with other heavyweight contenders supposed to be coming up through the ranks and what they're doing. We never seen the Crawfords and we never seen the Wilders out here, but they was most vilified for what they was doing in the ring. Let's keep it moving.
You know, and that's what I'm taking it accordingly as, you know, and I'm just ready to do what I'm known to do. You understand? To be the Wilder that I am. You know, I lost my love and the passion for this business. I lost my hunger for so many different reasons.
He said he lost his love and his passion for the business. You know what I'm saying? For the business. Let's get that straight, for the business. So what does that tell you? There's a lot that's been going on across the layer of boxing. He's lost his passion. He's not the only boxer. He's just one of a few. This turns into many. You know what I'm saying? He lost his passion for the business. Now, we can pretty much assume, I can assume and kind of jump rope over that and say, well, he meant boxing, but I think he meant business too. You know, for him to be over here with Eddie Hearns, who was a nemesis, you know, back in the day when him and Anthony Joshua was having his own line, you know, verbal jousting as far as who's going to fight who. You know, Deontay Wilder was the champion, undefeated, Joshua undefeated. And Hearns was really acting like a plantation owner back then. I ain't gonna lie. You know, he was doing things and saying things to Wilder about the negotiation that he hasn't, you know, held any other fighter to that standard at all. When that flat fee came out and all that, it was just disrespectful. It was a way to put up a barrier. It was a way to put up restrictions. It was a way to basically, you know, put people in a stressful predicament for no dang reason. You know what I'm saying? You had all the leverage. Both fighters had leverage. It's boxing. Why couldn't we see heavyweight undisputed while both of these fighters were freaking undefeated? And it just comes down to this day that, you know, Hearns didn't want Joshua to fight Wilder. He was a dangerous fighter back then. He would have knocked Anthony Joshua out. You know what I'm saying? People can argue and say what they want. He would have knocked them out cold, please. There's a reason why this man was feared. But, you know, I hear what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? I hear what he's saying, though.
Reasons, you know, But now I'm in an opportunity where I'm dealing with people that love the craziness, the wildness of Wilder, the love that Wilder that say he want a body on his record, Wilder.
And just to speak on that body, yeah, he was on the Breakfast Club back in the day. And yes, I was a Wilder fan back then. And I remember speaking about that, and people was all in my chat just so, disgruntled, man. And I say, dang, is this the biggest group of Karens before the actual word Karen was freaking coined? I had people, oh, he wanna do that's about the closest that Wilder came to people trying to submit anonymous, complaints to the local PD, wherever they were, and say, oh, we have a murderer. We have a potential homicide on our hands. Deontay Wilder. He admitted to it on the Breakfast Club. They was sending clips and everything in there. He's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him. I don't know who he's gonna kill him. They was trying to say, Deontay was planning the murder because he said he wanted the body. Deontay didn't say, he was talking about the Bronze Bomber want a body. But they was like, oh, the Bronze Bomber is Deontay Wilder. They wanted the same, aren't they? But can Deontay Wilder really be charged with saying that the Bronze Bomber want a body? How do we put this all together? Should we start up an investigation? Do we have a case? Yeah, they was up there really tripping on that, man. But it's good to see that he's in the presence of people that he say embrace the craziness, embrace the mayhem. You know what I'm saying? Embrace all the up tempo energy that Wilder brings to the table.
And it's amazing to be around people that appreciate what they see in front of them. It's amazing to be tied into people that love what we do. People don't understand what we do and how we.
What we do is, he's speaking about boxers in general, what they go through to be able to compete. Boxing is tough, man. You have to deal with the physical rigors and sacrifices that you have to make, especially if you started off early and you've been doing this since a youth. You miss birthdays, you miss gatherings, you miss doing things that other kids are doing. You in a smelly, musty, stanky, wanky gym. You know what I'm saying? You're always under that roof and inside those walls. It is a tough sport. And then, depending on who you are, you get to the professional ranks, you start to build and climb that ladder rung for rung. And it get to a point where you say to yourself, okay, this is what this is where my goals are at. This is my expectations. This is the objectives I want to complete. And then you find out certain things in the sport that's real grimy. It may be money most of the time. It may be, how a fight ended, how a fight went, what you're finding out about the business part, how much money you have to give to whoever you sign to, all the expenses that has to be paid and so forth. Or, just certain referees and the commissions that you run into, all the traveling you have to do it's just so much that goes into this sport. And boxing is man, it's a chaotic sport to deal with, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he mean by what we do. Then it's not optimal appreciation for what these fighters do. Like myself, I can get on here and talk about this, but I'm not. At one point in time, yeah, I wasn't on the level. I wasn't fighting on the level, but I did step in the ring in boxing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on the professional level. That I have done, certain arts here and there. You know what I'm saying? And it just get to a point where you have to have a certain type of heart, hunger, motivation. You have to have the initiative. If you're a lazy person, well, it's going to show, especially in this elite level that these fighters are fighting on. And, and the sweet signs consist of the orthodox to unorthodox. That's how you tie in the sweet signs with two. Orthodox fighters, unorthodox fighters. Combine them together in a clash. I mean, sometimes the unorthodox. I'm not talking about just fighting and with your lead foot being your left. I'm talking about awkwardness. I'm talking about the eccentric fighters, the fighters that don't fit the regular format. Not Let me keep it moving though.
We have to do it and get to that point. This is not an easy task that we do. Boxing is it's strictly a business. It's not a sport for me. I always say the business of boxing, and that's what it is. Accordingly, we risk our lives for you guys' entertainment, and here I am again. I'm not playing around this time. I have nothing to lose. I feel like I've lost a lot of things in my life, even some of the closest people in my life. So I don't feel like I have nothing else to lose, but only to gain. And this fight, we're gonna see. It's enough of the talking. I even told my team, I don't wanna hear how good I look, I am, this and this. I'm not gonna even be posting too much this time around because I mean business. I can feel the desire and the sensation in my heart again. That hunger, that monster, that beast is coming back.
The monster and beast is coming back. Now, I do know that I have some Wilder fans in the chat and some unWilder fans in the chat. But the whole process in letting you know that is that he you know, I'm reminding you all that he said the beast is back. You know, one last hoorah for the Bronze Bomber. You know what I'm saying? If this is just one fight, you know, that he can go in there and prove to people that the beast is back and it's enough to get the job done, or it isn't enough. You know what I'm saying? Either way it goes, he's an older fighter now. We all knew this time was coming. They want Deontay Wilder to lose his strap so bad. But yet, look at the representation that we have now. Look at the representation that we have now in the future heavyweight champs. That's all I'm saying. I ain't taking shots at nobody, bro. But they wanted Wilder out so bad, but yet we don't have no freaking champs that we can just say, that's the one right there. That's the one. That's the one right there. He's next. We about to go through a whole entire depression again, yo. Watch what I tell you. We got the belts tied up with Fury and Usyk. Let me keep it moving.
The pain that I've endured over these last years, it's gonna be, you will see what I'm talking about comes the night of the fight. So good luck to all, and to all a good night.
He said, good luck to all and all a good night. And you know, a lot of, in his career, you're talking about a guy who was 43 and 42 knockouts, right? It's a lot of people that was across the square, grace the square, and they went night-night. You know what I'm saying? So when Deontay Wilder says good night, it's not just to say, you know, make sure you lay your head on your pillow and have a peaceful sleep. You know, his night-night can consist of you being on the front end of that right hand and visiting the upper room. You know what I'm saying? VIP special. You're not going on a jet. You're not going first class. No type of freaking rotary wing. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about any type of NASA. You know, we're not talking about a spacecraft. None of that. We're talking about SOUL, soul leaving your body. You know what I'm saying? Wish Deontay the best going in here, the Bronze Bomber. Like I said before, they have a fight coming up. You heard what he said. It's going to be up to him and his trainer, Malik Scott, to come up with a game plan to make this happen. I know people love seeing Deontay Wilder get in the ring, especially after what happened to him with Joseph Parker. But I always say this, you know, he lost that fight. He looked bad. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't go down. So regardless of what they say, they can say, oh man, I saw Deontay in person. He's skinny. They talk about his legs. God damn it, he got one of the best chins in the sport though. He got one of the best chins in the sport, man. You know, we're talking about one fighter. The one who's fighting for the undisputed. A fighter who outweighed Deontay Wilder every time he came in the ring. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a fighter that Deontay has knocked out. Everybody who's a hardcore fan understand that man knocked Tyson Fury out. And Jack Reese prayed to the freaking gods, the gypsy gods. Please, if you are around, just any one of you, descend your angels upon this ring and revive Tyson Fury in the name of the gypsies. You know what I'm saying? Jack Reese prayed and prayed and prayed with that 15 count. And they came and woke him up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they descended down here with steel toe boots on or something. But Tyson Fury came up, and then he fought the rest of the round pretty strong. But shout out to the Bronze Bomber. Salute to you. Let me see what's in the chat right quick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the ones that's in the chat, man. Boxing Conversation with Reggie Owens in the building. Salute. I see you on deck, man. Smoke Session Sports Entertainment. Salute to you, brother. Martin King Boxing in the building. MKB on deck. What's good? This make a break time. Or Wilder's a gatekeeper. He's not going to be around to be a gatekeeper, bro. You just heard what he said, MKB? He say this probably potentially his last fight. You know, if he don't win this fight. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to be no gatekeeper if he ain't at the gate. What he going to do, a remote? He going to say, yes, I see you. The gate is opening. I mean, when you on ring camera, you ain't no gatekeeper there, MKB. You know what I'm saying? You can open the gate with a freaking remote on ring camera. You ain't a gatekeeper, dog. He about to leave the sport. He about to retire, bro. He's about to retire. Bud gonna stop Canelo in the building. He said Wilder for the KO. Leave him on the deck. I hear you, bro. I'm going for Wilder, no doubt. I'm going for Wilder, you know. Shout out to Big Blunts and Boxing in the building. Salute to you. I'm on the outside looking in. We all are. We all on the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? We all are. Shout out to my guy Town Business, Sports, and Entertainment in the building. What's good with it, Town? I'm glad while they're able to move on his own now without having a man. The same people don't even think this is a real person looking over his shoulder. Yeah, man, you know, he went through a lot over there. And we've seen a shakeup that's going on with a lot of personnel that has been dispersed. They have been allowed to leave, but you know, they came in there for free, but yet they had to pay to leave. You know what I'm saying? So though you might see some of these fighters out and about, and some of them are not totally released from the PBC banner. That's what I'm gonna put out there. And, you know, like I said, I don't really care about, you know, what their contracts say and stuff like that. But at this point in time, it's good that he's able to, you know, take his business elsewhere and do and do business with the likes of Eddie Hearn over there. But, you know, some of you may not know that there are other restrictions that goes along. You might see some of these fighters out here seeking other promotions, seeking other fights. That doesn't mean a certain percentage of that purse that they're receiving doesn't go back to the Al Pooba. Believe me when I say it. You know what I'm saying? I got receipts. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing a lot of these fighters that's out and about floating. And people saying, oh, they release Al. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Hear me out. He said, I heard he didn't get paid for one of his fights as well. Hey man, you know the tweet that Deontay put out, you know, get his money on time and stuff like that. You know who he was talking to, you know? So therefore it was good to see him get out there. I can't say spread his wings. You know what I'm saying? Just get out there from underneath that ominous, you know what I'm saying, umbrella, you know, like he's speaking like he's free. You know what I'm saying? That kind of reminds me of doing media coverage over there. Like he sounds like he's free, like his heart is in a better place right now. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot with, you know, what Deontay Wilder went through over there. Even with media, certain media was denied access and Wilder was able to get them access. Just certain things that went on over there. But I say this on a positive note. He had a very, very great ride. You know, he would go down as one of the great heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? He had 10 successful title defenses. You know the history. Reigned over 5+ years. You know the history. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. There's nothing no one on this YTC can do about it. You know what I'm saying? He was able to basically execute what he was blessed with. And God blessed him with a tall, slender stature, you know, physique, muscular physique. you know, that of a people wanted to put him in another sport, saying he was a basketball player, but yeah, he was in here knocking out heavier men. Hey, that's a blessing to me, goddammit. If that was me, I would say that's a blessing to me. I'm able to use that, you know, to make millions. I'm good. Aaron Parker on deck, salute. MKB said, no, you can't prove that. Styles make fights and size may be wild as kryptonite versus skill big man. He only has 3. He only has 3 losses. So every time somebody talk about his skill set, the man was 43 and 42 knockouts. Once again, him and Wilder. I mean, not him and Wilder, him and Fury. Fury's supposed to have a better skill set. I remember all the critiques that was going on heading into the Fury fight. Fury, right? Fury was a better boxer, right? He went the distance with Fury and knocked him out. And you know, I mean, come on, bro. Y'all have to erase that narrative. Y'all have to clean the chalkboard off, man. Wash it down. Wash the chalkboard down, man. Y'all writing the same thing up there. You can't talk about Wilder lost to the same fighter twice and Joseph Parker. Okay? Both of them champions. Champions, yo. Who can say that? Who else has Wilder lost to? And look, this is not for to be a Wilder debate, because I know MKB, I know where his stance at. I know where a lot of people stance at in the chat. So, you know, I'm not here to debate. I'm just here, you know what I'm saying? He said he was, you know, it's a lot riding on this fight. And you know, myself, I'm content with that. You know what I'm saying? Because what I've said before when he was champion, I said they busy trying to get him out the picture. But who else is going to be in the picture? You want Wilder out the picture, but you don't have nobody else in the picture. You call yourself boxing fans, but you don't have nobody else to replace him. How that make you feel? Sergey Kovalev called a real body in the ring for real. Where's the outrage for that? Yeah, he did. He did. He did catch a body. You know what I'm saying? He did. And also Subriel Matias caught a body. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a lot of people caught bodies in the ring that we know. I mean, it's a dangerous sport. But you're right, Town. Shout out to Carlos Rosado in the building. What's good with it, brother? I see you on deck. I might have to go. Zhang, I believe Wilder last fight took everything out of him. I know you rock with him, Heavy W says. I'm not rooting for him. I just think his last fight took everything out of him. Hey, look. You know well as I do over here. If someone is going the opposite of Wilder, that's their choice. Now, you go to some of these other channels back in the day and you said something against Wilder, they time you out, block you, cuss you out, all that. You are grown adults. I've had people come over here and say everything out of the sun. And I'm like, I mean, broke bread with the man before. But I have interviewed him while he was eating. And the man stopped eating, give me an interview. I've interviewed him several places. The man never did anything. Y'all already heard the story. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard the story. The man ain't never did anything to disrespect me. So when it comes down to somebody else disagreeing with him, the only thing I would debate is that when people try to put personal things in here, like boxing is about principles. You know what I'm saying? We have a freaking special team out there, a recruiting team that's going out here to these freaking convents and these Christian academies and seeking out fighters. That's not the way boxing work, y'all. That's not the way boxing work. They ain't going out here looking for these fighters with a pure heart. Are you a virgin? Yes, you are. Okay, cool. We want you to be a professional fighter. Now, you know you're going to have to commit violence, right? Okay, all right, right. And guess what? When you start making that money, you have access to any woman that you need to take half of it when you're all over, when you done made it to your highest point. Okay, I'm just saying. You can agree what you want to agree. You can say what you want to say. You think that's his last. That's how you think, bro. Who am I to tell you how to think? Yeah, some of them boxing fans was acting like 50 Cent was trying to put a case on Wilder. Hey, man, bro. They wanted something so bad to happen to Wilder because he said that was a viral moment because he said the bronze bomber trying to catch a body, and people that was already Wilder haters just went berserk. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people lost their jobs. They came in so angry. I hate him. They was calling the N-word with a on it, town. They were calling the N-word with a Look, the black people was calling N-word with a on it. They was being real racist, dog. They talk about black people can't be racist. Please. Please. Stop it. I hate him. That Alabama Sambo Cone. And then they were calling him all types of names. Wilder by devastating KO. I'm betting it all. Hey, man. I'm going for Wilder. Period. You know, people talking about he got his hair cut. Hey, man, that man's hair is his hair, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know how people go through changes, man. They want to switch it up. Hey, the man got rid of the braids and everything. Now he cut it down, got a taper, and you know he over there dressed in the gray with the black on. You know, iced out just a little bit, sitting next to the man that used to be his nemesis, bro. The man that said some foul stuff about Wilder. Serious. I know pro boxers, we tell them the truth and we tell them to lick their wounds if they failed in the sport. True, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? You know how that is. We sitting here on the outside, you know, goddamn fixing snacks and stuff like that. When they about to walk out to the ring, we have access, you know. I mean, that's if you in your home at the time, you know, and not covering fights, of course. Salute, bro. That nigga put up the Hellcat. Man, I saw that Hellcat, man, in person, man. You know what I'm saying? So that thing sound good too, man. That thing sound good, for real. Shout out to Brim on deck. I see you, man. He said best of luck, Wilder. He probably gonna get knocked out, but glad to see a good fan on the card. Hey, you know, if that's what you think, that's what you think. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm going for Wilder to get the W and move on to possibly fight another fight. You know what I'm saying? I know if I put this Wilder in my thumbnails, I'm gonna get that love, man. I'm gonna get that fake love. I know. I've been around the block and back. Zhang is southpaw. He gonna eat that straight right, and it's gonna be over with. Yo, Zhang got a big ass head too. You know what I'm saying? Zhang has something else going on with his cranium. That ain't a natural cranium. You know, when he was younger, there's some other things, some medicines that went into that cranium. They was trying to goddamn make him look like Mount Rushmore or something. You know, he probably got to get freaking a back and shoulder support just to walk around and work out, man, when he was younger. That head was just too fucking big to hold on his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he had to build up his spinal region for that. It almost about how soon it's going to happen, 1 through 6 or 7 to 12. I think somewhere between 5 and 8, 7 to 12. Okay. The show. The right hand is like Thor with no hammer. Hey, hey, talk to him, MKB. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him. They used to call Wilder the Hitman. Well, after this fight, he gonna be the Get Hitman. I know you was going with that before I even read the rest of it. I just seen that Martin series too with Tommy the Hitman Hearns. You know what I'm saying? I knew you was going there before you even got there. You know what I'm talking about when I was reading it. Y'all can get y'all laughs in. Y'all can get y'all laughs in. This the Wilder energy that I can deal with, that I get now. But when he was reigning champion, it was much more hate in the chat. Way more hate. Especially when I went to fight camp. Just hate upon hate upon hate. This is light fun. This is light fun. This is like daycare. You see kids playing in the playground and stuff, falling all over, getting wood chips in their mouth. That's what I'm dealing with right now. You know what I'm saying? Spitting wood chips out. And they start crying for no reason. You know, because it don't taste well. I know wood chips don't taste that good. Well, stop running your ass around the playground. Walk. Town say, we know the PBC has a prison guard as far as the media goes, we know who she is. No doubt, man. We know who she is. You know what I'm saying? But all the other media that's there that roll their shoulders forward and tuck their tail in a little bit, they able to get through, man. They able to get through. You know what I'm saying? They able to get through. You're right about that, Town. You're right about that. The hate is real. If you enjoy boxing, hit the like, subscribe, share, join World Combat Sports, Riyadh Season Greatness. Appreciate that, MKB. You know what I'm saying? One of the vets around here. You've been around for a minute, man. I know you done been in some, I know. I mean, you done been in some freaking debates all over this joint, man. Now when my girlfriend dudes opportunists and still blocking folks. Oh, okay. Reporting people's channel back then. Yeah, they was blocking you too, man. You said anything bad about Wilder, man. You know what I'm saying? They tried to recruit me back then. They ain't gonna admit to it, but they did. They tried to recruit me back then. While I was telling certain people not to join, they joined anyway, and then they end up in a bad position. You know who you are. You know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Town say, yeah, I said it. Hey, is this a main event or is this part of someone else's card? This is part of someone else's card. Wilder's not the main event. Okay. I'm gonna share screen. Let me get back. I want to share screen. I want to pretty much put something up here. This is Ryan Garcia. I know a lot of you in the chat may be rooting for him against Devin Haney. And that's what that's your own decision making. You know what I'm saying? If that's where your heart leads you, then so be it. But this picture right here is something that Ryan Garcia has been in the shade a lot during these last several months. You know what I'm saying? Leading up to this fight. He is one of those guys who seems to be unhappy about all the millions that he made. You know what I'm saying? He seems to be very unhappy. You know, he told us, try being 25 with 100 million. And I'm like, okay, I don't need 100 million. Let's give me half of that. And I'll show you what it's like at my age to have that much money, okay? I will post every purchase. You know what I mean? He's trying to convince us that we should feel bad for him because he's 25 and young, and he's trying to claim to make 100 million. So it's so tough. So he's in the shade right now, proposing to his girl to marry him. You already know who she is. I'm not gonna, really intervene and get disrespectful in his personal life, but I do want to show you all something. And this is fight week now. Ryan Garcia, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you something right quick. A vid. All right. This is him leading up. This is Ryan leading up to the big show. I want you to pay attention, okay? Just pay attention. I want you to keep your eyes open. You know what I'm saying? Not just at Ryan's girl, not that, but Ryan himself. Okay? Just pay attention now.
Cipriani's, it's on 10th Street. You can meet Savannah, meet myself, $25.
So the reason why I played this, because you could tell that Ryan has some very fresh highlights. You know what I'm saying? And he has his eyebrows done. He has, his face done. He's doing like a meet and greet, I suppose what he's talking about, doing a meet and greet. Hair slicked back. You know what I'm saying? He's ready for the silver screen, y'all. And I don't know if he's ready for Devin or not, but right now he's all glammed up and he's ready to do a meet and greet with the fans. And let me continue to play the rest of the video out.
You get a picture and a video and a conversation, and with my girl Kaylee right here. We all here, we waiting for you. I don't see anybody coming through New York. Let's go. Ryan Garcia, Saturday, 4/20. You will see the greatest fighter of all time. You're looking at Ryan Garcia.
I love you.
I love you more.
What the fuck? We're walking.
No, okay.
Now, I had to stop it right there because I know it might be some other people from other content creators that may be looking at that liquid coming to that class. I don't run it. Looks like it's agua, okay, H2O. Alkaline, I say about 8.2. Yeah, I can kind of see the alkaline in it, but don't go jumping to conclusions. That's not the reason why I showed the video, okay? You know what I'm saying? Someone can pour a drink, and just because they say they drink and they smoke, that may be some tequila, a Bacardi, okay? Don't do that, man. Give that man the benefit that, you know, the glass that they pouring this out of is just a special bottle. You go to high-end restaurants, and you can get some water poured in your glass out of bottles that look like liquor bottles. For real, I'm being honest. And also, I hope this didn't entice other content creators that have to have something to drink out of when they're next to their PC on the live stream. I hope this didn't have you relapse. Okay, let me keep it going.
Hey guys, pull up.
So let me finish this. So you saw, you know, Ryan potentially had a filter on. I don't care about that. I just, you know, men, I don't care what they say, man. You know, men, we always gonna be men, and we always gonna be tempted. You know, love is just so lethal. Love is a lethal word, ain't it? Them 4-letter words, whoever was creating this language, I swear, they are some vengeful, maniacal people. Because all these short character words hurts the most. You know what I'm saying? All these 4-character words that's supposed to deal with emotions. You know what I'm saying? Personality, how you feel. You know what I'm saying? It's brutal. And you know, he's in love. I want to say congratulations, but I'll be that'd be fake of me to do that if I say congratulations. But he proposed on a private jet. He proposed. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got for that. He has a fight coming up. And you know, as you look at your calendar, that fight is this weekend, people. That fight is this weekend. So I hope he ain't up there doing like certain people, you know, having sex all the way up to when they was about to go to the ring and go in there and lay a freaking egg, man. You know what I'm saying? An egg with no yolk in it because you've been fucking a whole week. Man, you better take this serious, bro. You better take this serious. That's a lot of distractions. That's a lot of distractions. Real talk. Dubois versus Herkovic, maybe. Yeah. I don't know if they the main event or whatever, but I got Devin versus Ryan. I bet Gumbo on that one. Okay. Yeah, I'm leaving my man freaking Gumbo alone, man. You know what I'm saying? He's undefeated betting me. I gotta let him go on this. I gotta let him ride. Cause I know he's gonna be coming up here. I know Gumbo lurking in the shadows. I know he lurking. You don't have to lurk, man. You can come over here. I ain't gonna bet you today. I'm not betting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not betting. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch this fight with Deontay. Ryan gonna have his hair extra glossy for the fight, so Devin jab slid right off. Man, if you ain't never told the truth, man, he gonna have that joint slick back. He gonna have that freaking facial moisturizer on there. That freaking when them punches hit, it's slippery than Vaseline, man. He's gonna have the high end premium. You know what I'm saying? That stuff that mixed with like 30 different oils and minerals. Fake ass, I love you, she gay run. I know, right? Look, Carlos. I'm not trying to do that right now. I'm not trying to talk to this as a man because I always tell people I don't get in people relationships. But I always tell them too, if it's public record, I can talk about it. I'm telling you, if they get married, it ain't working. I'm going on record. It ain't working. People know who she is. It ain't working, Ryan. You up there proposing to her in the dark on a private jet. And look, he asked, I didn't play the video because I'll leave that for another day. But he said, will you marry me? She said, Yes. He said, for real? For real? You're not joking, right? Man, come on. You ask a female to marry you and she tell you, yeah. You're supposed to be looking in her eyes anyway. And you can tell her you still have an opportunity, a window to retreat. So if she say yeah and you don't think she's, once you tie the knot, bro, you better make sure it's not the one around your neck and your feet not touching the ground, because that's what happens a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me tell you a quick little story about my divorce. Right? I'm gonna tell you how I got a divorce. Right? I never told anybody this. Right? I was in the media room. I had a media room. Right? And I was looking at a movie, and my wife was outside. Outside the distance. She wasn't in there watching it. I was screaming at the TV. I was like, man, don't go in there. Don't go in there. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, what are you yelling at? Why are you yelling like that? It was just a movie. You usually don't do that. And then I said, oh my God, he's stupid. I'm just yelling at the screen and everything. So she came in there and she said, hold up, well, what are you doing? What are you looking at? I said, oh, I'm looking at our wedding video. And she just got so angry that I would be saying for myself not to go in there and walk down the aisle. She got so angry, dog. And see, that's what we end up getting divorced after that. You know what I'm saying? If you believe that, cool. But it was just a little fun. You know what I'm saying? It was just, a little fun, humor, a little comedic moment or whatever. But I don't never deter people to tie the knot. But I've learned that most of the time it's the one, when we tie the knot, it's going around our neck too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it out there. It's going around our neck. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the divorce and go to the court, you know what I'm saying? The judge helped tighten that knot. Because no matter what you did for your kids and what you did for your wife and how many times you upgraded her ring and all that, it ain't enough, shawty. Believe that. On a serious note, I do want to see how Devin takes a solid left from Ryan if Ryan gets a clean power shot. And Carlos, you said it right there. If you said it right there, man. If, you know what I'm saying? People think you're gonna get knocked out. Blunts think you're gonna get knocked out. I don't who about to get knocked out. I just can't use that when it. I just can't say that. I can't say that about either fighter. You know what I'm saying? Tank didn't go down. Duarte was stopped. You know what I'm saying? Duarte even went into the later rounds. Hold on for a second, y'all. I'm back. I can only imagine how fight week goes for the fighters. I'm pretty sure the anxiousness and itching to get in the ring must be through the roof. I would say so. I would say so. Shout out to Hustle Man in the building. I see you on deck. What's good with you, man? Salute. Shout out to Dion Washington in the building, man. Tuscaloosa's stand up on deck. He said, bro, you wild. It's just a little, little joke here and that, man. Don't take what I say serious, some of the time. Some of the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stand on code, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, Dion is out of Tuscaloosa. He went to school with Wilder. He actually went to school with Wilder. He known Wilder way back before all this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, marriage is a business decision. But the business decision is in favor of one person, to be honest. Unless you go in there and you have a female that's not gonna get upset, you shouldn't be concerned if she get upset for a prenup. You know what I'm saying? Look, men never want to listen to a person that's been through it because they say just because you was selective with that particular person, I don't want to hear your advice. That doesn't mean I'm going to pick someone and they're going to take me through what you're going to. You might be right. You're right. You might get somebody that's loving and loving and loving forever and a day. You might be right. But the percentage of divorces that we have, especially this day and time, is incredible. The lower percentage of couples having kids is unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you stay at, of course. But anyway, I'm not gonna make it about marriage because you know Ryan Garcia proposed his girl. You know what I'm saying, on the PGA in the dark, and she said, "Yeah." You know, okay. He better get a prenup, buddy. Else you're gonna go to the silver screen and you're gonna come back when you're 38, 39 years old doing exhibition fights for money. They're gonna have you all over the news for the wrong reason in Hollywood. They're gonna say, former title contender Ryan Garcia is back in the ring. After 13 years of leaving and going into Hollywood, he's back, y'all. And rumor has it it's because of that moment prior to Devin Haney fight, he proposed to the wife that he's currently divorced from now, and yeah, married for several years, and she took more than half. She cried that it was abuse. It was verbal, physical. There was alcohol involved, makeup, eyeliner, hair spritz. There was even rumor that he wanted more makeup and glam appointments than she did. She couldn't deal with it no more. There only had to be one beautiful person in the room, and she wanted to be her. She wanted to be her, not him. And he wanted to be him, not her. Ryan about to get knocked out, man. I hear you, bro. I mean, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be something controversial, Dion. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be something controversial, man. They're going to find a way to get Ryan Garcia this belt, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Watch what I tell you. I'm telling you. They're going to find a way to get Garcia this belt, bro. They're going to find a way to turn this into a 2-for-1 chicken dinner. If it ain't a draw, you know, it might be a split decision controversy. I kind of agree with Dion. It might be a split decision. I don't know about this knockout stuff. I don't know who's going to knock out who. Devin, I have to say, Devin hasn't been on the canvas. So when y'all want to talk about, you know, knocking out, yeah, he was hit by Jorge Linares. But if you're still talking about that as if he wasn't on his feet when he walked back to the corner, bro, I'm not here to remind you. The man never been on the canvas like that. But all of his compeers around have. Regis, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, Lomachenko, all of his compeers has been there. Besides Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? Roland Romero. I promise you, Devin is familiar with Ron. He's been in there with him. He's not gonna fear nothing Ron has to offer. He might stop him in the first 6, but I give him credit and stay. I mean, come on, Blunts, man. Come on, that's laughable, bro. Come on, man. Come on, that's laughable. You're talking about. I mean, come on, man. Stop it. I mean, come on. Ryan is not that shit of a fighter, bro. You know, and Devin didn't knock out Kambosos. Let's get that straight. He didn't knock out Kambosos. And he didn't knock out Lomachenko. So all of a sudden he's supposed to knock out Ryan Garcia. I mean, he's supposed to knock out Ryan Garcia. He got up from Tank Davis' left hand. So he got to have some type of chin. He got up from Luke Campbell. He got up from Tank Davis. He got to have some type of chin. Devin ain't never been on the canvas like that. When have we seen Devin take a knee? So either way it goes, both of these guys got respectable chins. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gumbo, man. Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Grease, in the building. I know he was out there lurking. I knew it. I knew he was driving down the roadways and he seen this. He seen the thumbnail. And all he heard, bing, 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 bing. But when I told him, I sent the SOS out. I say, I'm not betting. I'm not betting. Nope, I'm not betting. No deal. No deal today. I am done. I'm down 3-0, man. I'm not going to continue to sit up here and act like, you know what I'm saying, I'm winning. I'm down 3-0, man. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold. Y'all already know. I see Devin box him. Come on, Carlos, man. Oh, what has happened to my chat, man? Y'all are labeled the hottest chat in the MFing game. And Carlos is agreeing that Devin is going to stop Ryan Garcia, man. Come on. Stop the madness, man. I see Devin box him beautifully. And this start of the prime, I believe he's going to have Floyd versus Canelo type performance. Okay, Floyd versus Canelo I can see. Okay, before I didn't read your whole comment. But I can see Floyd versus Canelo, you know, somebody, you know, and that person can be Devin, real talk. But I just don't see the knockouts. I don't see it, man. I don't see it with brand new focals on, man. You know what I'm saying? A fresh new prescription. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I don't see it. But shout out to my guy, Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Grease, in the building. I see you, man. We still got that bet. Haven't seen you in a minute. Hope all is well. Man, Gumbo be in the streets, man, on that big rig, man. He be out there pushing that gas, shifting them gears, man. Man, I'm not hating on nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? How am I hating on King? You know, who's King? I mean, can't you say his name without putting King in the chat? Who is he a king of? Burger King? He can get you a Whopper. He can get you 3 Whopper meals for $1. Who is he the king of? The dude got more makeup on than Boy George used to have from Culture Club. Come on, Camille. Hey, Gumbo actually started to dance. Oh, shit, I remember that. I remember Culture Club. Yeah. Nobody hate. I'm just saying. How much does he pay his makeup artist? Dude was on the video, had eyeliner, you know, brows arched and everything. I mean, come on, man. I mean, god dang. Who trying to be beautiful? You or her? You should have had her propose. I mean, come on, bro. Both of y'all should have proposed to each other or something. I don't know how that relationship gonna work. Man, come on, bro. You bet 100 for Ryan and I picked Devin. It was maybe a month ago. Man, y'all can have that. Shout out to Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, some more. Salute, OG. How you feeling? I'm staying away from that. I ain't betting. I'm just going to watch. I'm just going to watch. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. I'm taking a leave of absence. I have been on a horrible streak. You know what I'm saying? Ron ain't horrible, man. Ron, hey, you ain't horrible if every time you step in the ring, you ain't getting off the canvas. You know what I'm saying? You ain't horrible if you willing to, you know, switch up your style and try something different and still get the win. Now, as far as him doing the same thing over and over again, that lead left hand, if he want to go in there and not listen, then that's up to him. You know, that's up to him. He want to go in there against a skilled technician like Devin and play around. He gonna get his ears boxed off. real, he gonna come out there looking like a pretty Mr. Potato Head. No ears. No ears. Yeah, he didn't stop Linares. You know what I'm saying? He did not stop Linares, man. Nah, bro. Nah. You know, you may have had some momentum, you know, with the earlier bets, but but you know, saying Devin about to get dropped in the fight, I don't know about that, Gumbo. I'm not. I don't know about that, man. Devin done put on some mad muscle. I think Devin's strength and condition is better than Ryan Garcia. For real, I think his strength and condition is better. I think people sleeping on Devin. He's gained all this muscle, and I think he's putting it on the right way so far. I just want to be. I look. I'm just trying to see how the weight cut goes. I want to see how he looked with the weight cut because it seems like he was big. I want to see how he dropped that weight, how he's gonna look. But man, dude done hit a growth spurt. It seemed like he came into his peak as far as his growth. Hey, I think his strength and condition is way better than Ryan's, bro. I'm not saying he gonna knock Ryan out. I just see Devin giving him the business. Okay. Okay. I need to get to one more part though. I want to talk about Teofimo Lopez right quick. Um Teofimo Lopez sent out a tweet and said, "How many take it or leave it do I have to go through? What a joke." So I guess Teofimo Lopez behind the scene is not getting everything that he wants and desires. Who knows what he's asking for? I heard he's not facing the guy Glaggart who was in the top 30. You know what I'm saying, or whatever he was ranked. But Teofimo seems to feel some type of way about not getting his request honored at Top Rank. And shout out to Top Rank, the flagship of boxing promotions. You know, Tio seems to be a bit, you know what I'm saying, dissatisfied with the way things are going on. And people was tearing him up over there on X. You know what I'm saying? They was tearing him up based off the way his last performance looked. Everything, man. They was going in on him pretty nice. But I just don't see how, you know, he can feel any type of way. Seriously, how can you feel any type of way based off your last performance and whatever you might be asking for? Now, for those of you that may not know, Tio has bucked the system over there at Top Rank before. He stood strong, which I complimented him for. I commended him for standing strong on negotiations with Lomachenko. You're supposed to do that. He stood strong, man. And then, you know, he went to purse bid for George Kambosos. I respect that. Salute. You know what I'm saying? If you're not willing to advocate for yourself and stand your ground to advocate for more money, then who's gonna do it? But of course, you know, that ended up defaulting and they end up going across to Matchroom. And that's where we was at. You know what I'm saying? That's where we was at. That's where we was at. You know, T.O. went in there and lost against Kambosos. But yet he was able to move up to 140 and pick up the lineal and the WBO title. And T.O. is still trying to ride the momentum by calling out and clout chasing, you know, other fighters' names. You know what I'm saying? He clout chase, you know what I'm saying, a fight that he know he don't want with Crawford, just like many other fighters are doing, like Ryan Garcia and everybody else that want to fight with Crawford. But I'm curious to know who he fights next, because we seen him have two similar opponents in stylistically, in Sandor Martin and Jermaine Ortiz, and he looked terrible. I mean, he didn't step up, you know, the way he's supposed to. And pretty much both of them fought the same style fight. So I don't, you know, both of them lost too. I don't know if the next fight is gonna come in there and, you know, say, okay, that's the blueprint that beat TL. Well, they don't say two times a charm. But maybe 3 times a charm. You know what I'm saying? They come back in there and T.O. give them a poor performance. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. But he didn't look all that good at all. I'm gonna be honest with you, he didn't. WCS, regardless of how these fights go, Bud's still gonna be 3-time undisputed. Yeah, for sure. I had to break up the monotony a little bit, because people say I'm always talking about Bud, and I had to talk about the other fighter, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder, and being that this may be his last hurrah. If it's that way, it's that way. So be it. You know what I'm saying? The man has did what he's supposed to do in the sport. He did what he's supposed to do. I'm happy to be able to cover him. I'm happy, for him to be able to compete during the era that I was young enough to witness. Him going in here knocking cats out. Yeah. A lot of people get mad that I talk about it all the time because it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have the receipts. I was there. And I enjoyed that's the heavyweight champ, man. Just imagine, come on, bro. Just look at it. Before Wilder was champ, we was in a depression. He reigned as long as he did. Now he lost the title. We don't have no one even close to get close within the proximity of these titles. So the U.S. boxing fans is proving, some of them, that they can be the most dumbest boxing fans in the world, because they want it so bad for Deontay to take his first loss that they don't even care who he lost to. They didn't even care who he lost to. They just wanted him to lose. Now that he lost his title, the one that's supposed to be next up, we don't even know if he's going to be free enough to do it. We don't know how long he's going to be in the sport. You got legends over here saying that he seemed like he don't have the heart to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to be next for the US of A in the heavyweight division? Or are they satisfied with just watching neighboring fighters compete for the belts? Yeah, I got it. Real talk, I got it. It's not hard to understand. You know what I'm saying? People talking about I'm hating, but they come over here talking about people getting knocked out. I'm just saying. They always talking about somebody hating, but they over here hating on the great. They hating on the great. You know what I'm saying? They hating on the great. I don't know why they do it. They think it's so easy to hate on the great. That's what I got to hit them. I got to hit them with the pick there, Gumbo. I got to hit them with the pick, Gumbo. I got to hit them with the pick. Reigning, defending, hailing out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder. Yeah, I got the receipt. Yes, sir. So you can hate all you want, Gumbo. I'm just gonna throw a little bit more salt in the gumbo. I'm not sprinkles. I'm throwing salt tablets in there. I'm throwing salt tablets because obviously, you know what I'm saying? I want you to be, I want it to be so tart that you gotta goddamn go sip on something. You're gonna get thirsty. You know what I'm saying? You thirsty, man. You can't sit up here and hate on the Bronze Bomber like that, dog. Come on, man. Champ, why are they trying to do you like that, champ? Huh? Why are they trying to do you like that? See, Carlos saying I didn't have no lenses in my glasses, and that's how clean the lenses were. I wear shades most of the time because of sensitivity. But those had shades, brother. Do you know? I mean, you may not have known, but I don't wear stuff like that. I don't wear no glasses without no lenses. The lenses was just clean as hell, dog. I was in the presence of the champ. I was doing an interview. My lens is so clean, it looked like there's no lenses in them. You know what I'm saying? It's lenses in there, bro. Why don't more of these fights go without promoters, especially if they're exciting, good fights? No, don't get it twisted, Carlos. Don't act like it's free and clear. Man, a lot of these fighters is going over here with these other promoters. They still got to pay a percentage if they still locked into a contract with Al Pooba. They still got to pay a percentage, man. You know what I'm saying? They still got to pay a percentage. Real talk. but you know, their lenses, it's definitely lenses in there. Real talk. But like I tell people, this is facts. Some of these fighters, I'm not gonna name no names. Some of these fighters that's doing business with other promoters still have to pay a percentage to their former, you know what I'm saying, that they was locked in contractually with. If that's the case, if that's their situation, they still have to pay a certain percentage, man. That's just a contract. Real talk. I'm just being honest. People may not want to hear it, but that's just the facts, bro. That's just the facts, you know? But at the end of the day, man, it's fight week. It's coming quick in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping Devin go in there and boxes Ryan ears off, man. I hope he beat him so bad that the highlights in his head is freaking red. You know what I'm saying? Red and black and brown. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Ryan, you know, the way he's doing, he may be good for about 3 or 4 rounds because everybody's gonna be there. This is gonna be his defining moment. You know, a big part of me think you know the only way Ryan's gonna get that title is that he get robbed. I don't see Diddy James coming in there with a game plan to pretty much make this very interesting. I don't see Ryan outboxing Devin. I mean, at all, man. No matter who's going in there. I mean, come on. I don't see him, man. I don't see it happening, bro. You know, even with my glasses on, I don't see it happening. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it happening. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it happen. And what puzzles me is when I got black fight fans that just go for every fighter opposite of the black fighter. You know what I'm saying, Gumbo? I don't understand that how you know Devin is fighting Ryan, you going for Ryan, and Wilder fighting Zhang, and you going for Zhang, and you're not even fan. I get it, man. I get it. And they say black people can't be racist. I get it. I get it, man. King Ryan going to knock Devin all the way back to genius, man. I don't think so, man. I don't know where all this knockout. But Haney ain't been knocked out, bro. Even more, he ain't been knocked down. Who's knocked him down? When has he took a count? Ryan, stay praying. I call Ryan the goddamn boxing. You ready? Drum roll. The boxing Tebow. That man always on one knee. I can't call him Kaepernick because Kaepernick had a purpose for being on one knee. You know what I'm saying? But every time Ryan on one knee, he praying. Dear Heavenly Father, you know, I know it's a 10 count, and he hit me in the ribs, and I feel some type of way. I just hope to get another title shot sometime soon. Come on, man. I just hope all my makeup and eyeliner and all my freaking glam kits sell. You know what I'm saying? I want to reach out to all pretty boys across the nation. You know what I'm saying? I hope it goes viral. I hope they sell out. I hope this is my new beginning. And he's out here selling glam kits, Gumbo. Your boy out here selling glam kits, man. You know what I'm saying? The eyeliner pencil is much larger than the regular one just for male. They're the male eyeliner pencils. But anyway, I'm not going to hold y'all, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. It's fight week as always. You know what I'm saying? We headed into Tuesday. We already there. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Be safe out there going into your workplaces. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game. And if you see some haters out there, you know what I'm saying? Educate them. That's all you got to do. I'm out. Peace.